DC is back. Guys, back on the cinema scale, today we are taking a first look at Superman. The film is directed by James Gunn, whom also acts as the co-chairman and CEO of DC Studios. This is the first film produced by DC Studios, and it is the second reboot of the Superman film series. It's based largely on the All-Star comics that ran from November 2005 to October of 2008. It is the first film of the DC Universe, Chapter 1, entitled Gods and Monsters. The film stars David Corn Sweat as Clark Kent and Superman, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, and Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. The film focuses on the life of some 30-year-old Clark Kent as Superman, a hero that was sent to Earth by his parents from another planet, in which he believes his assignment in life is to be able to protect Earth citizens from dangers. Well, in his attempts to carry out what he believes to be his destiny, he is met with intense hatred, envy, and jealousy from the infamous Lex Luthor, who will stop at nothing to see Superman dead. This movie was phenomenally casted. This movie was a great taste of joy in one's movie appetite. The cast had phenomenal chemistry throughout the entire film, and I really enjoyed David as Superman. The way he portrayed the character of Superman and Clark Kent. Now, as Clark Kent, he didn't get much runtime. There are about 2 scenes in which he portrays the character of Clark Kent. And as Clark Kent, he is a bit arrogant, he is a bit emotional, he's a bit unsure. And that carries right on into his character of Superman. Superman is trying to find where he belongs. He is unsure of his past, and he is not so steady in his future. And I thought that David portrayed this particularly well because this is a character in which all of us can relate to. He's the title character of the movie. And so going into a movie like this, you want to have that relatability from the audience to that character, or from that character to the audience. Phenomenal job in that regard. And then you add to that dynamic Rachel, who plays Lois Lane. She is career-oriented, she is focused, she is a confident woman, but at the same time, she struggles with trust issues. She's untrusting, she's unsure of herself, she second-guesses her romantic cues. And then one of the things that I liked about how she played this particular character, or portrayed this character, is that when you're dealing with a romance sequence and you're balancing that out with a superhero action film, it's all too easy to just flip the scales. You know what I mean? Focusing too much on the romantic aspect and then losing the action in the fray. But no, the balance portrayed by Rachel as Lois Lane is phenomenal. Great chemistry there. Now, I've got to tell you guys that my favorite antagonist, this is hands down my favorite villain, Lex Luthor. I love the way Nicholas Hoult plays Lex Luthor. We've seen him as the Beast in X-Men First Class, but in this particular movie as Lex Luthor, he is fueled by jealousy, rage, and envy. And for an individual like that, it makes the perfect concoction for the greatest villain, because those are some wicked characteristics. He's not looking for vengeance. He's not running off of a bitter experience with Superman, but these qualities are deep within him, and they're driving him to be this mega villain. Lex Luthor in this movie is emotionally unstable, he's cynical, and he's dark. There's a certain dark element to this Lex Luthor that makes this performance so powerful in connection with this movie. Now, here's the $1 million question. Does this movie measure up in connection with action? Are you going to go into this movie and see little snippets of action? Because Superman is all hands in. Well, the answer is yes. The action throughout this movie is strong from the beginning of the film all of the way through the end to the end of the film. From that first scene, you are literally engaged. There are questions that you have in your mind that you are willing to sit for that 2 hours and 3 minutes to be able to get answered. And even at moments of the movie where it seemed as though they were going from one location to another location to another location, and there were just little markers of scenes, you're still engaged enough to want to get the answers to those questions as to what's going on and why. The action sequences were really, really embellished on. I watched this movie in Dolby Cinema, just a beautiful array of colors, light, and sound that brought all of this action to life. It's a simple story. You can follow the story all the way through. And although the story is simple, it's still fast-paced. So it's a 1, 2, 3 kind of bop, but you're still able to follow it and find some character development in this movie and be able to relate to the characters. I love the good, strong comedic timing. There were just some humorous moments here, especially with Krypto the dog in this movie. I loved that Krypto was in this movie for you animal lovers. That really brings this movie to a higher relatability. We've seen other portrayals of Superman, and Krypto is left to the side, but now he plays a significant role in this movie, and that really makes it a lot of fun. The CGI isn't tiresome. There's great use of Superman's power and his fighting sequences. We get to see all of the different elements of what Superman can do as a superhero, and I thought that was powerful. It's a story of redemption, a story of belonging. If you're someone who's struggling to overcome an adversity, if you're someone that's struggling to find your place in this wicked world that we call home, or trying to find belonging in life, you will feel connected to this movie. A last point that I really thought was interesting was that although Superman is portrayed as super powerful, all-powerful, and super strong and mighty, there's still a nice teamwork ethic that's created for him in the comics, showing that he's stronger when he relies on a strong support system. So in this movie, you get to see a lot of different DC characters. There's some nice shout out to the entire DC universe if you catch those little Easter eggs in the movie. All in all, just a nice, powerful performance. When you're watching this movie from the beginning to the end, you're going to leave that theater feeling satisfied. So guys, that was Superman on the cinema scale. Let me know in the comment box how this movie made you feel. Who is your favorite Superman? Did you enjoy this particular movie? And what do you enjoy most about the character of Superman? Let me know down in that comment box. And don't forget, if you like this video and want to see more, click next. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.